Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to New Moon Manifesting. I'm your hostess, Jana Groscost, and we're going to be talking about the Pisces energy, this Pisces new moon that is taking place tomorrow, February 2nd, 2022, at 12:34 p.m. on the East Coast. Now, this is happening at 12 degrees of Pisces, so you'll want to find out where that is falling in your chart, so that you can set your intentions specific to the house. And I'll show you how to look at that in just a minute. For those of you that are new, I want to welcome you to New Moon Manifesting. I love teaching people about working with the lunar cycles so that you can learn how to release emotional blocks and attract more of the good stuff that you want to you. So let's get started with a little presentation we've got just to show you a little bit of the energy of what's taking place with this new moon. And I had this set up and then I had to switch screens. There we go, new moon. All right, so we have this Pisces new moon taking place tomorrow. Now, Pisces is the last sign in the astrology wheel. So this is our last new moon before we start up with the new astrology year with Aries next month. So because this is the end of the astrology year, you may have a sense of closure that's taking place. And again, knowing what house this is falling in for you will help you see where that closure is. But it could be closure in any area of your life. So just take note of places where, you know, maybe there's friendships that are falling apart, or relationships, or jobs, or whatever, so that you can literally put a period on this and end the year, closing the astrological year consciously, so that you can step into this new year. So with this new moon, this is a time of looking at any limitations. Pisces has to do with limiting beliefs and doubts and fears that may be holding you back, those self-imposed prisons that we create. It could be related to your subconscious and ways that you are holding yourself back. It also is very intuitive. It is a water sign, so it can be very dreamy and emotional and magical. And it really does help you connect with
these kids and train them and make.
Hold on, can everybody mute? I should have muted. Sounds like we got it. Okay, thank you. Now, I'm calling this new moon the dreamy new moon because it does rule our dream time. So our nighttime dreams as well as daydreams. So even sitting down and journaling about what the ideal life would look like would help you in dreaming this new reality. As I mentioned, this is the time of letting go of a cycle. It's about completion. It's also assessing your soul's growth. So where were you a year from now? What type of work were you doing? What was taking place in your life? And what are you ready to put an end to so that you can step into whatever you have learned and integrated and move into this new year? So there's a lot of interesting astrology that's taking place because all of the personal planets, so the personal planets are the sun, the moon, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. And these are all hanging out with outer planets. So outer planets create long-lasting changes. So when we kind of look at the astrology behind this, we're seeing, again, that closure taking place. So let's first look at the Pisces energy to begin with. So for this person, the new moon is happening in their ninth house. These little numbers in the center of this astrology wheel show the ninth house, and that has to do with long distance travel. It has to do with higher education, philosophy, spirituality, those types of questions. So setting their intentions around those types of issues would be helpful. So we have the sun and moon, and they're going to be hanging out exactly at 12 degrees tomorrow. And it's interesting because right in front of the sun and moon, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter's at 14 degrees. So it was in this placement a couple of weeks ago. So it's like Jupiter, it's that planet of luck and expansion. It's opening the door to something magnificent. And so see again where this is falling in your chart will help you to understand where this luck and expansion is taking place so that you can set your intentions. And then as the sun and moon gets moving forward, it will actually move past Jupiter. And we also have Neptune in this mix. So Neptune has been hanging out in Pisces for a long time. Neptune is its native ruler, and it's about, again, tuning into your dreams. It's discovering what's under the surface, kind of those deep emotional issues, and bringing them to the surface and healing them for good. This is also because it is, we've got all these big players in Pisces. There may be a lot of emotions going on. So journaling about what you're feeling, tuning into your body and making sure that you are feeling the emotions and then releasing them will help you to remove them and move past them. And most of all, with this new moon, really tuning into surrendering to your higher power and trust that you're being guided in the right direction, that it's helping you see the next step and understand what you are here to understand in this point. Now, right behind that, we have Saturn and Mercury. Saturn and Mercury, and these two are hanging out in Aquarius. So Saturn is the responsible parent. With Mercury in here, you may be claiming a new level of responsibility, or maybe you're letting go of things that you were responsible for in the past, but now you're like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not going to do this anymore. This is the path I'm moving on. So there may be these elements of declaration where you're making that adamant, placing your stake in the ground, an adamant statement that no, I'm not going to do this anymore, or yes, I'm going to be moving forward in this particular area of my life. And then the last interesting conjunction we have is with Pluto. So Pluto's been moving through Capricorn, and Venus and Mars have been traveling together for this past month, and they'll continue to travel together. And Venus and Mars are representative of the masculine and feminine. So Mars loves being in Capricorn. You may have new projects that you're inspired by or you're initiating, and Mars is helping you figure out those next steps. It's helping you honor what that is and moving those ideas forward. Venus in Capricorn, she's a little bit run down because Capricorn can be rather intense. It's a more masculine energy. And Venus, it's been through its retrograde for 6 weeks, and now she's kind of coming back out of it, and she just really wants to be held. So if you're feeling this need to nurture yourself, or, feeling like you've been through some sort of battle, this is going to be a great time to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, honoring what's coming up, honoring the emotions that you're feeling so that you really are moving forward and using self-care to honor yourself. As I mentioned, for this person, this new moon is taking place in the 9th house. And when you find out where this is falling for you, I will post this chart on the New Moon Manifesting Facebook page so you can check it out. But the 9th house is about transcendence through higher education. So everything that we do in the 9th house is about transformation and transcendence. We're getting to that higher level. We're spiraling up. So if this is happening in your 10th house, there may be transcendence with your work, maybe working in an idealistic situation. If it's happening in your 3rd house, this could be transcendence around how you communicate with others or your network or community in general. So finding out where this new moon is happening for you will help you in setting your intentions and honoring whatever this is, whatever is coming up for you. To support you with essential oils, some of my favorites that Pisces relates to the third eye. So it's that intuitive, the pituitary and the pineal gland. And so opening those up with clary sage, sandalwood, and Roman chamomile placed directly over the forehead will help enhance your spiritual connection, opening you up to receive higher messages and really tuning into what's taking place with you so that you can be aligned with your spiritual truth. To support you, we also have an upcoming event, and it's happening on March 14th this month. And we're going to be talking about resilience and getting restful night's sleep, because Pisces is all about sleeping and dreaming. And when we get a good night's sleep, not only do we help rejuvenate our bodies, but we allow interesting things to happen in our subconscious that supports us in stepping into our true selves. And we also have Jessica that's going to be talking about resilience and the beauty of bouncing back better than you were before. So she's got some fantastic information to support you. So mark the date, March 14th, 2022, at same time as this class. And also, I'm so excited because my book is going to editors starting tomorrow and beta readers tomorrow. And my new book is called Goddesspreneur Game Plan. It's helping you transform your ideas into income. And we are having a launch party, most likely in New York City. I think the date will actually be the 7th, because 8/8, the Lionsgate, is actually a Monday. I think we'll be able to pull more people in if we do it on the 7th. I'll actually be doing a goal strategy workshop, a half-day workshop on the 6th also. So mark your calendars. We'll still be checking in with COVID restrictions, but I am setting my intentions that this magic happens. I put so much time and effort into writing this book, and I'm super excited to get it out to the masses. Now, I pulled a couple of cards and I found these interesting. So the first card that I pulled for today was abundance, or for this new moon. So the thing that I found interesting with abundance, first of all, in my book, I actually write about creating an abundance, because if you look at the spelling, the word dance is at the end of abundance, right? And so I actually talk about creating an abundance. So when something magical happens in your life, that you have the perfect music, the perfect moves that you do, whatever it is. I mean, it can be a small amount, some sort of windfall, winning a $3 lottery ticket, whatever it is. It tells the universe that you're ready to receive more. So the more that we can be in an abundance mindset, the more you're going to attract good stuff to you. The second card, oh, and the other thing, this just popped in too. The other thing with abundance is Jupiter. Jupiter in Pisces is about luck and expansion and really owning that, right? Like claiming that abundance and being open to what the universe is sending you. So the second card that I pulled is be assertive. And I found this one interesting because at first I thought, well, I don't really see how this relates to Pisces, because Pisces is the fish swimming in the ocean, right? Like there's no resistance. There's no, how are you assertive with Pisces? And then as I was thinking about it, we have Mars in Capricorn, which is kind of like pushing behind all of these other planets. And it's like, let's get these new ideas going. Let's let go of whatever, if that being assertive means letting go of old relationships or jobs or situations that no longer serve you, then the answer is yes, step up, be assertive, claim your power, take back your power, whatever that means, so that you're honoring yourself and really being assertive and true to you, right? Like no one's going to take care of you but you. So you've got to be assertive, set those boundaries, and make sure you honor those. And then the last card, which I found fantastic, you're ready. You are ready to rock and roll. And again, end of the astrological cycle. If there's new stuff that you've been working towards and maybe things haven't all been working together, we've got all planets moving forward right now. So this is a great opportunity to jump on that train and keep the momentum going so that you start to see the fruits of your labor. So I want to open up for any questions that you have about where this is falling in your specific astrology house. Cheryl, I know you've got a lot of a lot of good stuff. You're like shaking your head as we're talking about all this good stuff. So what's going on for you?
Well, I pulled my chart and I finally listened to your thing. So I've got Pluto in the fourth, Mercury and Saturn in the fifth, Venus and Mars in the fourth, the new moon is in the fifth, Neptune and Jupiter are in my sixth. Okay. So there's a lot going on, especially with Neptune in the sixth house, because it takes what, 154 zillion years?
Yes, a bazillion years
to move.
around.
But it's interesting because the new moon is in my fifth house, but the sun is in my sixth because the new moon is on the edge.
Okay,
because
well,
they move
they should both
counterclockwise.
be together at 12 degrees, even though it doesn't look like it on the chart. I
It
just find
doesn't
where
look
12 degrees is, and that would be where you'd set your intentions. So if the sun's in your sixth house, set your intentions based on the sixth house.
Okay, that was my question because they're not. I chose my chart for tomorrow, March 2nd,
Yes.
and it really does. It shows the moon in just at the edge
Like
of the
several
fifth.
degrees behind. Yeah, that's actually very common. A lot of the charts, like if I pull a chart for the exact time, the sun and moon will be together. But if I pull like even the chart that I showed you, they're showing as a few degrees apart because a lot of them are created on Greenwich Mean Time, which is 8 hours different for me, which makes it 8 p.m. for the chart, which is actually closer to the third than it would be the second, right? So sometimes I have to pull a chart for the third so I can see, both of them. But where the sun is, that 12-degree mark for the sun is where you're going to base your new moon intentions.
So it's interesting because the new moon in the sixth house is when, healthy routines, satisfying work schedule, taking care of business, handling details, critical
Which
thinking.
is interesting with Pisces, right? Because Pisces is like indecisive.
Right. But it talks about analysis, and that's, I just, as I just got notified that I have a really cool new job, and I'm analyzing a lot of things right now around, the transition. So I don't know how much attention I'll give to the rest of the planets because they seem to be all the slow moving ones. But I do know that the oils I'm going to use are the sandalwood and the juniper berry.
Oh, good ones. Yeah, good ones. Yeah, and congratulations on the new job. And I mean, again,
I got an abundance going on, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I mean, that's a perfect example of closure, right? So hopefully you're starting this new job before the Aries new moon, which would be the first part of April. Because that'll be, the perfect timing of setting up this whole new astrological year and creating the abundance that you're looking for. That abundance card again.
I know. And I have my abundance song and everything, but I made it up.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else know where this is happening? Want some insight?
Hey, Jenna, this is Shamika.
Shamika.
I'm on my iPad, so I hope you can see me.
I got you, girl. It's
okay.
We're mobile.
Well, yes. Well, I was trying to see, mine is in my ascendant. And so, what am I supposed to be doing with that?
So, do you know what the degree of your actual ascendant is?
No, I don't. With that being, I'm still learning. With that being the actual natal chart itself, or the one I'll pull for tomorrow.
Let me pop up the chart again, and I'll kind of show you, because that will help. Get back here to one more. So the ascendant is right here, and for this person, it's happening at 12 degrees. So if your ascendant is at 12 degrees or above, then the new moon's going to be your first house.
Okay.
And basically what that means is you know, everybody's house placement is different. So this is like a new year for you, this new moon, because you're stepping into the first house and then we move through all of the houses. The sun goes through all of the different houses. But for you, this is about new beginnings. It's, you know, looking at who am I in the world and what is it that I want to be doing. It's about expressing your unique gifts and honoring what those are, even if it doesn't mean you're implementing everything. There may be a lot of new ideas and new things that are taking place. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does. Okay,
Good.
thank you. All right.
Absolutely.
Hey, Janet, it's Frenchie. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I love all your pictures. It makes me want to go to Mardi Gras. I want to be on the ducky float.
Well, it's kind of like one of those once in a lifetime things. So, yeah. So, somewhere between yesterday and today is my birthday because it's February 29th. And happy Mardi Gras to everybody. So, what Janet's talking about is our friends Kim Finney and I belong to an all women's Mardi Gras crew here, and our parade was Thursday night. And we, Kim rides on a different float than I do, but we had the opportunity to ride on what's called the mother duck float, the duck float. So it was a lot of fun. Anyway, so my birthday is February 29th. So
yes,
somewhere
happy
we don't have a
birthday,
leap year.
Huh? I
What's
know,
that?
right? Like you're on the cusp. It's like, when do I
Right,
celebrate?
exactly.
It's not leap
Yeah.
year.
Right.
I
And then the
celebrate
funny thing is,
birthdays.
right. So my granddaughter, my second granddaughter's birthday was yesterday. So we share a birthday at non-leap year years, which is hilarious. She was born in 2016, so she could have been born on leap year, but the little shit had to hurry up and get here, so she couldn't wait 5 hours. But anyway, that's hilarious. So the planets where it's falling is the new moon is my sun is 9 degrees. My natal sun is 9 degrees. The new moon is hitting me tomorrow at 12, and so is my sun. And I also have Mercury at 15 degrees in my natal chart. And then I have Jupiter on 14 degrees Pisces and Neptune 22 degrees Pisces. So I have all this stuff in the in the third house. So there's all this, all these things all of a sudden are starting. It's, this past year has been a rough year. So all of a sudden, all this stuff is going on. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot opening up because Jupiter natally and transiting for you is both at 14 degrees. And then the sun and moon are like super close to your natal sun and moon. So yeah, you're getting hit on. And then Neptune, I don't know what the exact degree is, but it's pretty close to where it's at right now. I mean, with an outer planet, you're going to like definitely pull that gap.
Yeah.
So definitely be looking at what, especially in third house, I'd be, looking at your network, how you're communicating.
Yes.
If there are opportunities to teach and speak and write and, anything.
It is. And then that's what I do is leadership development and, employee development. So I'm getting bites at, somebody reached out to me out of the blue and said, hey, we have an opportunity we want to talk to you about. And so, yeah, so there's a bunch of things going on, but yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I love that, Cheryl. Does it mean you only count every fourth year in your
Yes,
age,
but
right?
on non-leap year years, I say to hell with it. So I celebrate both the 28th and the 1st. Because like, hey, if I'm not having a birthday, I'm going to have two. Who cares?
Exactly. I celebrate the 2 weeks before and the 2 weeks after. So
yeah, exactly. So I can celebrate all of February and all of March. Who cares? Anyway.
So true. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And it'll be exciting to see what opens up for you.
Thanks. I'll let you know.
Yes.
And we'll talk offline about sending you a shoe.
Oh my gosh. Those shoes are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening to the conversation, our signature throw are hand glittered and decorated shoes. So if you go and look up Crew of Muses, we're known for that. And they're like works of art. That's basically, it's just amazing the stuff that we put together and throw out to the crowd. So
Crew of Muses.
Crew of Muses, and it's KREWE of muses.org. So it's www.KREWE of muses, MUSES.org.
KREWE
of OF Muses, MUSES.org.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. But there's some beautiful pictures on Facebook. It's just been, I've never really wanted to go to Mardi Gras until I saw your pictures. And
So
I'm
you
like,
started seeing
oh
the
my
crap that
gosh.
Kim and I. Yeah, and it's just it's an all women's organization. It's very, we do a lot of charitable stuff to the community. It's named after the 9 daughters of Zeus, on and on and
Oh,
on. But,
nice.
go out there, look at the site. Also, we have a Facebook page, so you can look at that. We're known for
Oh,
kind
thanks,
of
Cheryl.
showing,
Oh, thank
unusual.
you, Kay. I put Q.
Hey, did I say Q? I could have said Q. Who the hell knows?
I don't know. Maybe. I know. The shoes are fantastic. They're incredible. Thanks for sharing and happy birthday, my dear.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Do you know where this is happening for you? Want some insight? Intel?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Anna. It's Susan. Hi. Yeah, I seem to have it going on in my 5th. It's really weird because at the moment the moon is kind of like at the end of my 4th house. So by the time it conjuncts the sun tomorrow, yeah, it'll be
In your 5th house.
in my 5th house. Yeah, and it's just sort of like a weird kind of play out. I've been sort of, I suppose, focused on kind of like ancestral or identity issues, which I managed to express in writing in a short story. I entered a competition.
Oh, good for you.
I think yesterday or the day before. And then kind of like coming into this evening now, there's just been this like really strong pull to, I think, set some goals for the forthcoming year, which is weird because this is the first year where it's kind of like not the conventional linear January, but it's more this cyclic kind of like end of zodiac. So it almost feels like, okay, I'm becoming like proper cyclic wise woman or something now. Yeah, so it's my 5th house, Pisces with my 5th house. I've got Palace in there, but Palace is a bit later at 20.
Okay. Yeah, so 5th house typically relates to love. It could be loving relationships. I think it's great that you're doing healing work because through all of the healing work that we do, it expands our heart and opens us up to receive love. The 5th house relates to, small children and working with kids and being playful and having more fun, right? Like what can you do to have more fun in life on a daily basis? And, like what would be a great intention, not only for the new moon, but how can you integrate more fun into your daily life so that you become more lighthearted, or maybe you become more aligned with your heart or heart-centered, or work that you're doing is more heart-centered. So some of those types of themes may help you in, especially with the Pisces energy, because you may be very intuitive about and trusting your heart, right? And really honoring that. So if it's like, you know what, just skip doing your normal routine and do this other fun thing, like that would be more lighthearted for you. So just kind of think of those types of things because that will help you.
Okay, great, thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Susan. Cheryl's checking out all the shoes. I know every time I saw a new shoe, I was like, oh my gosh, I want that one. Oh my gosh, I want that. So cool. So cool. All right. Who else? What else is going on? Or just general questions? All right. Well, if we have no more questions, we're going to go into a meditation. Did I hear somebody? I feel like someone's unmuted, but maybe not. I will mute everybody. Okay. All right, let's go through a meditation to help set your intentions and to open you up to receiving more. So go ahead and close your eyes. Begin with some deep breathing, breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And breathe in deeply all the way down to your belly. And as you exhale, release, just wiggle your shoulders around a little bit, maybe rotate them up and back or forward, just something that helps loosen up your shoulders. Taking a deep breath, tuning into your heart. And as you exhale, release, just imagine you're pushing the energy down through your torso, down through your legs, helping you connect with Mother Earth, anchoring your feet to the ground. Just imagine roots extending from the bottom of your feet, connecting into the earth with loving, compassionate Mother Earth who's here to support you. And just tune into feeling unconditional love for Mother Earth. Just imagine you're encircled by your loving and compassionate ancestors and your guides. And they're holding hands, holding space for you, projecting unconditional love to you now. Maybe you take your hands over your heart, tuning into your heart, receiving all of this love, all of this compassion. Just allowing yourself to be present. And notice what you feel. This is a time of really tuning into your body, tuning out the mind and the outer world, and just be present, noticing what you feel now. And since we're working with the water energy, imagine that you're walking towards a beautiful pool of water. And the water is very inviting. It's cleansing and purifying. And just imagine that you're stepping into the water. And there's a waterfall. And either walk over to the waterfall or maybe you swim towards it. Just allowing this water to cleanse and purify. Releasing anything that no longer serves you. Cleansing away any doubts, any fears, limiting beliefs, any self-imposed prisons or limitations that you put on yourself. You're allowing yourself to simply be present. The water is cleansing and purifying you, relieving you of any burdens that you've been holding on to. And as this water is pouring over you, you just feel this sense of release. Your entire body feels like it's melting away, releasing the worries of the day, the stresses. And as you're under this waterfall, just notice any places in your body where there's heaviness, tension. And just allow the water to cleanse and purify this space by bringing your awareness to it and your imagination in releasing anything that no longer serves you. Continue to breathe deeply and rhythmically, allowing the water to simply take away anything that no longer serves you. And as this is being released, there's an opening that's taking place. And this water is literally like liquid gold. It's filling all of the cracks from any of the pain or the suffering that you've experienced. It's filling those cracks with pure liquid gold. It's fusing together the broken parts of you, restoring your wholeness, bringing you back to a place of purity, of unconditional love. And imagine bringing that golden light into the center of your heart. And it literally looks like a sun or a flashlight that's reflecting off of this gold. It's so brilliant. And it's active energy. It's not stagnant. It's like dancing and radiating through your heart. Open you up to expand your chest. Your shoulders move backwards. You're opening up, allowing this expansiveness to take place. And within this golden light, imagine that you're planting new seeds. You're planting seeds in this unconditional love. Whatever goals and intentions you're setting, that you're simply allowing those to be planted within your heart. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. And as these seeds are planted with this new moon, the roots are being bathed by this golden light. The roots are beginning to form, digging deep into the earth, allowing new shoots related to your goals to expand and radiate within your heart. And over the next couple of days, be open to your dream time. What dreams come in that support your goals and dreams at this time? Even journaling about and just allowing your mind to be free, flowy, and go wild will help you open up to possibilities that you never imagined. This entire process is letting go of the mind and opening up to your higher power and your intuition. And take a deep breath in and exhale, release. And bring your awareness to the center of your brain, moving into the pineal gland, allowing the sunlight to radiate within the pineal gland, activating your intuition on deeper levels, your ability to tune into your higher self and receive the messages that you're looking for. And allow the light from within the pineal gland to continue to expand and radiate from within the mind, stretching out, opening up throughout the entire brain, extending beyond your physical body and just creating this golden light around you now. And tune into how your body feels now. Notice if there's any heaviness or denseness, and just use the light of unconditional love and focus your attention on that space. Or if you feel good, just continue to allow that radiant energy to dance throughout your body, beyond your physical body, allowing you to be more magnetic and attract everything that you need to create this incredible life. And imagine yourself swimming back across the pool of water, expressing gratitude for the water and the cleansing and purification that you've experienced from it. And see yourself getting out of the pool of water feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, enlightened. And express gratitude to yourself for taking this time and honoring who you are and how you're growing and evolving at this time. Express gratitude to your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, everyone who is supporting you on an ongoing basis. And as you bring yourself out of this activity, you may have specific messages or imagery that's coming to mind. Just notice what's coming up for you. Maybe jot down a few notes. Honoring what you're feeling. And recognize that you come back to this energy, this space, anytime you need it. And begin wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to your physical body. And when you feel your processing is complete, take a deep breath and go ahead and open your eyes. Anything interesting come up that anyone would like to share with us? I'm melting over here. It's like 85 degrees today. Sorry. I know. Cheryl, stop making faces at me. Did you have something interesting? Yes, love.
It's Patricia. It's funny because I completely forgot about the email you had sent me to restart my doTERRA account. So during the meditation, I just kept feeling, I need to do this right away. I need to do an essential oils class or something like that.
Yes.
I thought you would appreciate hearing that.
I love that. Do you know what house this is? This new moon is for you?
I have no idea. I didn't pull my chart.
Okay. I'll just be curious if it relates to the work that you do. It'd be interesting to find out.
Thanks.
Excellent. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help.
Okay.
Cheryl, you're looking like you want to say something. You're like, where's my button? No? All right.
No, that was a really nice meditation. I liked the gold filling in the book because it reminded me of kintsugi, the Japanese practice of repairing broken pottery with gold.
Yes,
and
that's it's actually part of my book, kintsugi.
Yeah, kintsugi. So it just felt really, really good, and yeah, I needed that to just sort of set, and that when I was thinking of the planting of the seeds, you know, I'm a gardener, so I was thinking of the most beautiful loamy black soil and little heart-shaped seeds. So it was
So you're
lovely.
making little heart holes, right?
Yes,
Like,
I was making little heart holes.
You drop the seed in, you
Yeah.
cover it up,
Exactly.
give a little pat. It's like, grow, baby, grow. I love that. That's beautiful. Anyone else? I know we're getting ready for spring. So exciting. I can't believe it's March. Like, February was such a blur. It was crazy. I don't know if y'all felt that way, but I just, wow. Yes. Anyone else? Questions, comments? All right. Well, we will wrap up for tonight. This will be available shortly if you want to re-listen to it or the meditation. Be a fabulous opportunity to set your intentions tomorrow so that they are in play for this amazing Pisces new moon and all the magic that it can create for you. So big hugs to you all. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to talking with you soon.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Jana. Good night. Hey, Frenchie, I want that sunflower shoe, the gardening shoe.
I didn't make
All right, see you later. Bye.
Bye, ladies.